Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is B.fleye Beauty, and today I'm gonna give you some Goodwill tips. So thrifting is huge right now. It is something that has always been big in my life, but it's kind of a trend right now. It's a trend in clothing and it's a trend in home interiors and design. I love it for a lot of reasons. One, because I love things that were made a long time ago. I love the style. I love the craftsmanship. I love what the things were made of. They tended to be made with better materials in the past, not as cheaply, not all the time, but most of the time. And I like that it's a sustainable thing. Here's the thing though. So prices have gone up for a lot of reasons. One is inflation, right? Everything else has gone up basically. So the prices in thrift stores have also gone up. However, because of resellers like me, they have gone up even more. So in bigger cities, you're gonna see kind of some crazy prices because the people at Goodwill know what we are looking for. So watch out for that. I do recommend, like my biggest tip is to go more into the outskirts, more into the outlying towns, not necessarily in the middle of your big city if that's where you live. So there are 5 things that I think are really, really fun to find at Goodwill. Can you find anything there? Yes. However, these 5 things I personally believe are the most fun, the easiest to find, and the most reliable, most affordable, and the most DIY-able. So you really have to have an open mind when you go, because these 5 things might not be perfect at the moment, but they are very easy to switch up for your decor style. And the first one is baskets. So hopefully there will be some video in here. This is one of my favorite things to purchase. Big, massive baskets I have found to put my plants in. You can paint them, obviously, but I think baskets can kind of go for any kind of style. They can go for boho, they can go for mid-century modern, they can go for transitional, traditional. I think the only style they might not fit in is a super modern home. So you can leave them as is, you can paint them. I did get a gift for someone. It was this beautiful basket tray, very sturdy. And all I did was take leather from a leather purse from Goodwill or from the thrift store, and I cut it up and I wrapped it around the handles of the basket. So that's how I updated it for someone's specific decor, right? Bringing in other natural elements. Again, you can paint it, you can wrap twine around it, you can just leave it as is, depending on what your decor style is. But I tend to find them still at very affordable prices. I think this basket was under $5, and then the leather purse might have been around 10, but I only used a small bit of that purse, and I can now continue to use that bag for other things, which actually you will see later on in this video. So the first one is baskets. The second thing is the wooden section. So most Goodwills are sectioned off into different aisles. There is a wood section. Now, if you are willing to do some work, like some work, right? You can sand things down, you can paint over things. When you sand them down, you can stain them whatever color you like. And that's what I did with this particular box. I will put a video here and I'll probably show it too, but it was a cherry wood. I do not like cherry anymore. I had a cherry bed set, full on, with the 4-post bed, the gold handles, all the things when I was a kid, got passed down. So this one had this like Christmas sticker on the front, and it was a cherry box. So we had been looking for a wooden box to put our remotes in, because I like things to be contained. Hello, little OCD about that. Now this is still a work in progress, but what I did was I sanded it down. I was not particular about it. You can see that the shiny parts, I just didn't finish because I probably spent 30 minutes sanding this down. I have this problem that my grandpa had, which is a good thing and a bad thing, which is as soon as I am ready to do something, I want to do it, even if I don't have the tools. So I love this situation. Then what I did was I took part of that purse I was talking about. So there's some leather here and the ring where the strap went for the purse, and I just glued it down as a handle here. And then I put some other things at the top to kind of hide my situation. So again, it's not perfect. I just kind of finished it up, and so it needs to be cleaned. and, you know, made more pristine. But you can see that this is now in the style of our home, and the original box was not. So this was $3 and some change, and it took some grunt work to fix it up. Again, if you are willing to do that, sometimes you can find beautiful wooden bowl. All you need to do is clean it up and re-oil it, and it's stunning. Definitely always go into the wooden aisle. Again, keep your mind open for things that you can adjust on it, or just cleaning it up really, really well can make a huge difference. Okay, the wreath section. Now, this one can look intimidating and you're like, ew, that's not, I don't want that. I don't want that. Well, I went and I found two different things. A huge faux floral arrangement that I bought the vase, and then I took the vase back to Goodwill because I just wanted all the dried florals off of it. The wreath I bought, I used the base of it for my Christmas wreath. It was one of those huge, I mean, it was like massive, the twig style that's like really hard to cut through. Massive, massive, like would have been $20 at Michael's, and I think I got it for $4, less than $5. So thinking about when you look at these wreaths and these floral arrangements, taking them apart and using the parts that you love. Now, if it's $20, might not be worth it for you, but if it's at a really good price, you can take them apart and use what you need. Like we bought faux florals for our living room, and each faux floral without being on sale was $12 to $25. And we bought 6, so that's over $100 in faux florals. That's insane. Did they look nice? Yes. So that's something to keep an eye on in the Goodwill and the thrift stores. Faux floral that looks really real, or something maybe you've been looking out for, it might be worth it to buy the whole thing for the part. This is an example of some of these faux florals I bought like at the Dollar Tree, or expensively, but like these right here, these are from a faux floral arrangement at Goodwill. Where are these other little ones? These gorgeous things, part of the same faux floral, like these are actually pretty expensive, and these were in great shape. This is my faux floral basket. So again, keeping your mind open to using parts of the whole. A really good base for a homemade wreath can be very expensive. So taking one apart for $5 to $7 from the thrift store, even if you throw everything on top of it away, you got a good base. All right, number 4 are the frames. This is probably one of the most money-saving products. You can find wooden things pretty easily at a regular store for a good price. Not cheaply, but pretty good price. You can purchase baskets for pretty good prices at even like Five Below and things like that. And sometimes you can find really good sales at Michael's and Hobby Lobby and Joann's for florals and wreaths and things. However, frames can be super expensive, especially professionally looking ones with the mat. So again, keeping your mind open to maybe repainting. I personally love in my home a mix of vintage and modern together. And so where is this at? Ooh. So this is a vintage frame that I got from Goodwill, and then I just put this piece of art that my sister got, which is awesome. If you've seen my living room makeover, you will have seen that, but that's just me and Freddie, and my mom is an angel, so I'm not gonna cry, but whatever. Yeah, I think this frame, again, was under $5. I have another one that I bought that has a mat in it, and all I did was clean it up. So I repainted it the same color because it was kind of scratched up. And then I painted the mat a different color than what it was, and it's perfect. And I think that one was $3. So, I mean, it's just worth it to take a peek. Kind of in that same line is adjusting the art that's there. Like you can take the massive canvases that maybe someone used for a homemade piece of art, or one that was bought, you know, maybe at a box retailer like Ross or Walmart or something, and you could just use that canvas to paint over. Canvases can be very, very expensive. So looking in the art in the frame section can be really helpful to decorate your home. Lastly, we have vases. So this one, I feel this area is the most DIY-able. It doesn't take as much like grinding in there, you know. You might have to clean it up, but looking, number one, for the shape. gorgeous shapes out there. You know, they do have like that stock, like someone just donated all their wedding stuff and they're all little square clear vases. Beautiful. You could use that for other places in your home, like makeup brushes, whatever. But if you've been looking for really massive vases or something with a particular shape, you can look in the aisle there and they might not have the color you want or the style you want, but you can adjust it. I took this beautiful little bud vase that I found. It was just a weirdly color painted pattern on it. And I just took the textured spray paint from Lowe's, and that was kind of expensive, but it goes a long way. So I can use that for multiple projects. So that little bud vase was, I think, $2 or $3. I repainted it with that textured spray paint. I put some Dollar Tree florals in there and it was stunning. It was so beautiful. I actually put it in the basket tray with the little leather handles. And I think that whole thing was, you know, $10. So really, again, it's about opening your eye to see past what you see at the thrift store, looking at the shape, looking at the craftsmanship, looking at the function of it maybe, and then what can you do with that? It can maybe be used for a different function. It can maybe be turned into another color. It can maybe be taken apart and used in different ways. So those are my 5 things I think you can always find at Goodwill, always, 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 and other thrift stores, but especially Goodwill because they have those aisles in everyone's town, like the wood aisle, the wreath and floral aisle, the frames aisle, etc. So let me know down below what you like to go to Goodwill for. Are you a DIYer? Do you like to adjust things, or do you like things as is? I think the biggest lesson here is just keeping your mind open. One more tip is to go early in the morning during the week if possible. I know that's hard when we work, but big tip, try to stay away from the weekends. People just are all over the place. But yeah, let me know if you have any tips down below, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.